Hello, book humans! How are you guys today? Sorry if it sounds like I'm yelling. I'm competing with my air conditioner because if I turn that thing off, I will sweat to death and die in the middle of the video. I'm going to do a well overdue book haul video today. Between my last book haul and today, I've accumulated a large amount of books. This haul is going to exclude my BookCon books just because I did a whole video separately for them. So this is from about, I'm going to say January to now. So this is going to be pretty big. It's actually not as bad as it could be. However, with my new Barnes & Nobles, working at Barnes & Nobles now, and also I just signed up for a Books A Million membership, so I'm probably going to be buying a lot more books than in the past. So expect very large book hauls. As you can see, my shelves are a little empty. That's because I had to take everything down to make this video, which shows you pretty much how many books I've gotten so far. So I'm going to start with two book series that I know very well. I'm sure you guys know it very well. I got the new box set of the Mortal Instruments with the covers and the spines, and they all line up. I already have part of the Mortal Instruments series, but I really wanted this version because it looks beautiful on my shelf. I also have the Infernal Devices in the fun little spines because I also think these ones look stunning and I couldn't buy one without the other. Next I have A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. It's the novella in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I did a book talk, you guys know my thoughts. Next I have Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I'm in the middle of reading this book and so far I really enjoy it. It's kind of like every other dystopian book I've ever read, but there's something about it that I'm kind of like, you know, I want to know more. Next, we have Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I've seen this book all over BookTube, Bookstagram. I've wanted to pick it up, and I go into Books A Million today, and it was on the bargain rack. It was $5.97 for this beautiful hardback copy, so of course I had to pick it up. And then the second one, Legendary, just came out. So I'm probably going to buy that just so I can have them both on my shelf looking beautiful. Next I have, if I could stop screwing with it, Illuminae by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This book is another one that's been all over BookTube and Bookstagram, and I really didn't have a lot of an interest in reading it. Like, it looked cool, but I really wasn't sure. And then it was also on the bargain rack for $5.97, so I was like, alright, I'll buy it. Why not? Next, I have Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This is in the Throne of Glass series, which I haven't finished. Like, I've barely started. I'm still not through Throne of Glass, and I know this is, like, towards the end of the series. But it was on sale for $4.97, so I picked it up because I knew I was going to get the rest of the series eventually anyway. So, buy it now, save myself money later. I'm scared the stack is going to fall. Next, I have Jacoby. I bought this when I was on a Jack the Ripper kick. Jack the Ripper kick. It was like after I watched BuzzFeed Unsolved, they did a Jack the Ripper scene, and I was like, oh, I'm hooked, I'm hooked. So this has nothing to do with Jack the Ripper. At all. But it's actually pretty good. I started it, but then like finals happened, so I'm only on page 18. But so far, I really enjoy it, and I think the cover's stunning. Next, I have I Am Not a Serial Killer, which apparently is on Netflix, is what my roommate told me. So, I don't know. As, again, Jack the Ripper Killers, half-price bookstore near my house. You do the math. After that, I have Ripper, which is about a killer loose in New York City who strangely resembles Jack the Ripper. So, I was on a kick. It was literally after I'd bought Stalking Jack the Ripper, which I still haven't finished. Then BuzzFeed Unsolved did the Jack the Ripper episodes. Now I've just kind of been hooked. I have A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This, again, was all over BookTube, and I was seeing it, and I was like, wow, that sounds really good. And then I saw it at the store. It was like less than $10, so I was like, yes, I'm going to buy it, because why not? I have Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls. I like the cover, but I haven't read it yet. I hate, though, that it has the Target sticker. Can I peel that off? Can I peel it? Wait, it does peel off. It does. Oh, look at that. I got it off. Alright, so I'm going to put that on my shirt now. Next, I have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I got this right after I finished the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and I tried to read it, but all I ever wanted was, like, stuff to do with the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So trying to read this, I really couldn't get through it. I was doing it on the audiobook, too, and I've never used an audiobook before, and I realized I don't like audiobooks because I'm too easily distracted that I zone out and that I miss everything that happened. But I'm super excited to read this because it sounds really good. And the second one's coming out. They had a copy of it at BookCon, but I couldn't get it, so we're not going to talk about that. Next, I got to switch sides a little bit because my other pile's up here way on a high shelf, which I don't know why I did that to myself. So I've got Blythewood by Carol Goodman. I'm going to be honest with you guys, it was at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it kind of looked good, and I was on like a book buying binge. It was after my last couple of videos, where I was like, oh yeah, I'm back into BookTube, I'm going to make all these videos, I need all these books, so I bought this, and then never read it, never made a video. So I really suck at this, essentially. Next, I have 3 Dark Crowns. I've heard this is super good, seen tons of stuff about it online, started reading it right after I finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. I'm not very far yet, just because it seems kind of dull, but I really like the concept, so I'm going to force myself to finish it. And we're going to see how that goes. Next, I have Paranormacy, which looked really good. It was at a half-price bookstore. I picked it up, even though it has the cliche girl in the dress on the cover. That's all I know. Another one, Prophecy of Sisters. It's about, like, twins, and one's good and one's evil. And I thought that sounded kind of cool, so I picked it up. It was, like, how much was it, the price? $3.95, so I was like, why not? See, me and, like, used bookstores are dangerous because all the books are really low priced, so I can talk myself into buying almost anything. Next, we have the first 2 books in the Selection series by Kira Cass. I've heard mixed reviews about this. Some people really like it, some people really hate it, so I want to get my own opinion on it. So I haven't started it yet, though, but I really do want to start it. I think I'm going to spend the summer reading because I have so many books, but I'm also going to keep buying books. Next, I have the Mercy Falls Wolf trilogy right here. I used to own the first one and the second one. I still had the second one. This is the second copy of it. And then I got the first one and the third. Well, I got them all as a Valentine's Day present for my boyfriend. And because these books helped me when I was going through a really hard time when I was younger. It's one of my favorite series not evers. I started rereading it, but then I got new books, and I was like, well, why do I want to reread something I've already read if I have new books? So they've kind of just been hanging out. And last but most certainly not least, I have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This might have even been in my last book haul. I don't remember, but it exists. I have not read this yet, and I don't know why. Have I even started it? I haven't even started it. Like, what is it? I'm mad at myself. I have to read this by the end of the summer. I'm, like, writing a list for myself of books to finish. Maybe that's what I'll do, like, monthly TBRs. I've seen some people do it, so maybe I'll make that video. Some other things I got that I don't feel like pulling off my shelf, so I'll just talk to you about them. I got Runaways, the Marvel comic by Rainbow Rowell. Going into that was a little difficult because I hadn't realized that Runaways, like, existed before this version. So I jumped into it and I was like, who are these people? Well, Brittany, you're an idiot. Moral of the story. And I also got the A Court of Thorns and Roses coloring book. I had it at my work and I wanted to buy it and I started coloring and I realized I don't have the patience for coloring. But I own the coloring book now, so that's all that matters. I hope you guys enjoyed this really brief book haul. I'll have more coming for you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and always remember to stay bookish. Thanks, guys. See ya!